Good morning. I am still under the weather. So let's see how this goes today. So I decided to do a little event modeling. I'm trying to practice this. So, of course, when I'm in a fevered condition, what do? Well, how about some event modeling? Let's try to model the startup sequence of our little tool. So I I think I want to get rid of this section, so let's delete that. In event modeling, you end up having commands, events, views, and then sometimes there are UI pieces or things that kind of handle some processing, and those would be, or they're like interactive pieces might be up at the top. So tried modeling this out and saying that our Tori front end, we have this svelte loaded thing, results in a command for start backend, which translates into a backend started event. That event then triggers another command, which isn't super common, right? And when you look at like event modeling, usually you don't have. Oh goodness, sorry, my not used to scrolling around on this with my mouse. So you end up with a lot of inputs or commands being caused by, let's say, UI pieces. That could be web browsers, that could be whatever really, or it could be like little processors. If you have like some sort of payment processor, checkout processor, whatever it is, that's working through a list or a queue of things, it might feed something or take something off of, let's say, the payments to process, and then trigger a command like, hey, this payment, this has happened. Oh, there we go. This sort of pattern here, where you have events triggering commands, you'll actually see in this as this external state input pattern. So using the given when then, given like in this example here, GPS updates, and when translate to location, where's that? I don't see that up there. They don't have all the things up there. Then hotel entered and hotel exited. Right? And that maybe they just didn't update this. But you see, guest left hotel here. So given their latitude and longitude pieces, that ends up causing this hotel proximity translator into hotel left. Guest left the hotel. Hey, Final Spartan. Good morning. Sorry, I'm a little slow today. I am still under the weather. Systems architecture studying. It's a bit of event modeling, kind of event sourcing light. And I wanted to practice this. So here's what I've built out for our app so far. I was hoping to do a little bit more. And I would like to translate this back into our code. I've got this emoticons view here. Okay, so let's go through this. So we got some swim lanes here. Right? We've got Tori backend, we've got Tori front end, right? And these are like let's say what's the right way to think about these? These are, try to get these lined up right. There we go. These swim lanes would represent Conway's Law in an organization. So if this was a larger team, team more than just me, spell for our fun. Yeah. We are using Tori, and Tori is loading up some Svelte. So this is this is the on mount or mounted piece. Yeah, on mount here. So on mount invokes this browser ready command, but I want to change that up. Let's just change this up. Invoke. So this is a triggered by a Svelte on mount event. All right. And that is going to get translated into the start backend. So let's do we want lowercase or like camel case, snake case? Let's go with snake case. All right. And then if we go back to, is it browser ready? I like the difference in naming that came out of this. What was it called? Browser ready. All right, so that's updated. So we have this Svelte loaded that events that changes into this start backend. This here, I mean, we could put whatever we want in here. We could say, hey, look at that. Seems like the front end doesn't need to do any hydration. Wouldn't a static site, maybe hosted on CDN, be ideal here? Except I don't want to. Yeah, and the end of line type ends. We got those working. Rockerboo helped out a lot with that stuff. Yeah. Let's see. I missed a couple of your comments here. So I'm just using what was simple with Tori, and so static site, all that piece. I don't know that it would be simpler using Tori to have a static site. That and Tori, I think, might have issue loading up a web page from elsewhere. They got some cool sandboxing stuff, and their focus in the V1 release was really to have local sandboxing working really well. And I think their target for V3 is to be able to interplay with more other websites. Yeah, I wanted to learn Tori and Svelte. So like the little messages here, we've got a couple of controls. So after the back end is started, all right. So now we need some sort of event for this, some sort of so this is an event like on this diagram here, but we don't have any mechanism really in our application where places can listen for this event and act. So we need to figure that out. I would like to, play with the idea of having, CQRS inside of an application like Tori, just for the fun of it, right? Instead of like CQRS for like a server side software, right? Where you can have Kafka for events queuing and all that, and you could have some sort of crazy event store, and you could replay all your events. You could do truncation and blah blah blah. Right? How do we do that with Tori? And you'll see me go into like OCD mode occasionally, where like I notice that they're not all lined up, and this is worse when I'm sick, and I just have to like align them. Just because. So I'm still tending to the whole being under the weather thing. Give me a minute. Yeah. Did I hear that Adobe is buying Figma? Yes, I saw that. I mean, good for Figma people. They got their exit. So I hope it all goes well for them. So how do we do like Kafka or something that's Kafka like in Tori? Right. In this case, we have need for only one consumer, right? So we could use a channel. But having something that's a little like pub sub on top of channels would, I think, work better. Where you could say, hey, boom, I'm broadcasting this. I think we found out, what was that, on Saturday, that we couldn't emit an event from the Rust side of Tori and then also listen to it on the Rust side of Tori. So that's a little challenging. That would be really. Oops. Okay, is that better? I think I got a little loud there. That would have been really nice, right? Because of the way their eventing works. So let's look for some sort of library that might be able to help us with this. I want like channels meets PubSub. 2015. Nope. I want Google Cloud PubSub. Nice. What is this pattern really? Is this PubSub or is it like a is it observer pattern? What about oh interesting. Observer pattern which generates a features 0.3 stream. Okay, that could be interesting. What else could we use? What about check Tokyo. So we do have access to Tokyo. We have MPSC. Here, broadcast. Each cent value is seen by all consumers. So we just filter it on the consumer side if we need to. Kicking stuff. Either that or we have different channels for each one, which this wouldn't be that bad. Could use this and then just have an enum for all of our different commands. They have, let's see, receiver. Must not be used concurrently. Messages may be retrieved using receive. Now, how do we bundle that up into here? Create our own little, sure where the messages are going to come from. Let's say in our example here, right? We'll get this command. Then we want to toss this back in started. Right? Then convert that into like a load app config file, And so we got this event. We want it to become the command. How do we do this? And this might seem like a little bit of a contrived example because we're just practicing. And it's nice to start small and start someplace where you can manage it. I thought that's what I had before. A star there. Did I not have a star there? Rust isn't working there. I'm trying to get the formatting to work. I really like to just write code and let the formatter do its thing. Real quick, a little side trip. Buffer. Do something silly like unindent that. It's not formatting. Command buff right pre buffer. Vim LSP. Let's see. Vim LSP buff formatting sync. Because we could look at the docs on that. Oh well. This is the one that I was looking at before. So I used a star instead. And that comes with other challenges, but it worked for Rust. I thought we tried star and it didn't work. Maybe that's because it wasn't like started up all the way? I have no idea. Here, let's mess it up. Huh. Ooh, they got rid of it, didn't they? Interesting. Huh. Yeah, this was supposedly fixed a while ago. Maybe not that one. Eh, well, I can dig into that later. Oh, do I want to use that channel? Do we want to use something else? I wonder. Okay, this is a long shot. What about? I wonder if there's anything in SQLite, because I was thinking about using SQLite as our event store, right? For all the events that come in, right? You get another message and stuff like that. But I wonder if there's something in here that would give us about the same thing. Yeah, somebody's trying to do something similar. Probably not ideal. We're going to use, I think, that. Or the one from channels, I think. Yeah, that's MPSC. Let's try it. Cargo.tom. Well, do we have Tokyo in here? We do not. Cargo. No, let's say cargo what features? because we will need sync. Okay. Okay, no default features. Fine. Cargo add. Tokyo. Features. Sync. Can add more later. I think it's just starting up very consistently. That's nice. Let's go back into main. Now we should, I'm hoping that we can create these types outside. We need someplace to store them, like the broadcast transmitter and receiver. How's this going to work? We set up some sort of let tx rx. This is Tokyo sync. We need how many? Let's say we can store a lot, like 128. Who knows, right? Right. And then inside of here, we could probably push TX and RX into our app state so our different handlers can get a hold of them. Right? So we can either spawn up some new, receiver or transmitter based on the needs of a command that's coming in. So let's see if we can just create app state new. Where's my default for app state? Here it is. Call this events TX. Right, so then we have TX and RX. And what are the types on these? This is broadcast receiver. Under. Yeah, so we need a type for these. So we need, what are we going to call these? Enum. And using this as inspiration. Up events. You know what? Give me a sec. All right. We could just create it in here, couldn't we? I don't know that we could. We could probably get it out of app here. App.state. Like a app.state. Absolutely create it in there. Create about app events. What? Oh. All right. Just stay it there. Moscow Bish. How you doing? I'm still sick. I woke up early. I couldn't go back to sleep. So I came to spend time with you guys. Good morning. I feel like I gotta sneeze. I hate that. You know, where you like... So working on a little event modeling here. And here's start back end. Oh, wait. I could put these in different pieces of state, can't I? Oh. Oh, that would make some of these things so much easier. Oh, it would. Like, app state here. Why is this all in the same spot? Right. Broadcaster data could be its own. App config its own. Access token info could be its own, right? And then these two could be bundled up into its own. All right, so without breaking the world, let's have struct event stream. Yeah, perfect. Impl this. Our new event stream. So beautiful. I think we can simplify this a bit. No longer need to namespace it. It's event, just TXRX. Right. Yeah, I think I should just get rid of app state. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm on NeoVim 0.9. I'm using the built-in language server, all that. I'm also using Rust tools, so there's some layers in there. We have our new event stream. Let's put that in to the, like here, manage event stream. Look at that. Now we have an event stream. Okay. We've got our event stream. Oh. So we've now got our event stream. But now we've got this command for start backend, right? All right. So we're going to have that. We're going to have our event stream. This is going to be Tori Date event stream. So that should give us our event stream. What's it say? Oh. Huh. We want to decouple the starting of the application. So we just want to toss something into the event stream. So our command should really just translate into an event. And then something else is wired up to the event stream that knows how to start the application. So we have event stream dot. Oh, what do I want to call this? Like in queue? Am I in a VM? No, I'm not in a VM. Man, this thing's a beast too. It's one of those M1 Max. Is it yeah. Have quite a bit open though. I haven't rebooted in quite a while. There could be some other gremlin going in there. We have an event stream. Do we want to like in queue or event stream.send? I don't know about send. Recently got a big upgrade. AMD's new 7950X. Oh, wow. Huh. Yeah, you feel like your Rust Analyzer response times were below half a second always. Yeah, I think there's something else going on. I think I have like... No. Well. Alright. Stand target. Okay, we're going to send a command. And what... App events. This will be app event... So I think I got it wrong. Because technically I'm supposed to put this in the past tense, so it should capture something that's happened, right? So, and this is exactly why I'm trying to practice this to get this kind of muscle memory here. So we want to emit an event, and this is app events, and it is not backend started, right? Which is, yeah, that'd be fine or whatever, right? But because the backend hasn't started yet, right? This is we would like the backend to start. This might be... I don't know. I struggle with this. Because this is supposed to be a command that results in an event. Drat, I've been on mute. I was just saying that it looks like that cargo check is taking a while. And then when that's done, Rust Analyzer finishes really, really quickly. So how do we disable the cargo check? So here's Rust Analyzer. And save equals Clippy. It might be, but I think I have that disabled. It's not even using COC settings anymore. Save. Plugins. Using Rust tools here. We could look at the docs on this. Oh dear. The GitHub unicorn. No. You know what GitHub's saying? Stay on target. All right. Stay on target. All right. One more time. Oh, it loaded. Okay. Using Packer, which is what I'm doing. And then the setup, it's like, do this. It's like, okay. And I got the inlay hints working. All right. Initialized. Inlay hints. Okay. Hover actions. Graph, which I'm not using. Server. Yeah. Let's see. Let's search on the issues. Or go check. Oh, he beat me to it. Is that 208? Or... I don't have that set. Comment it out. We can try to turn that back on. See what happens. Oh, it's not Oh. Per the documentation, if we go back here, or is it they had that up? I want debugging. What are runnables? Yeah, I don't see it. It's lower camel case. All right, thank you. And we'll save that. Oops, wrong directory. Sorry. Muted? Yes, muted again. Get in my head. What I'm trying to do is just make a little bit more progress. Yeah, I don't know why. I'll try to figure out why that's doing that later. But yeah, it's a little disturbing. Event stream. All right. Now for our event stream, we could listen to different things. And I think we could even spawn events. Huh. How do we want to do this? I want one. Did we kind of do overkill here with the broadcast pattern? The broadcast. Um, hmm. Might have. All right, let's see what happens. We can change it. And stream dot. Because we could just do something like next or something, right? Where'd the tunes go? Yeah, it's just quiet. It's so quiet. There's GitHub. No pretzel rocks. Coincidence? All right, there we go. All right. So event stream next. What are we going to do here? So first we need like a function for this. Function next. Da. Oh my goodness. A little sneezing fit. Give me a sec. All right. Let's see. Pub function next. We're going to return an anyhow result. And this will be app event. So to R. Oh, and this has to be a pub async function. At receive. Okay. What's an easy way to do that? Just to be able to convert it into an anyhow result. I don't know. Question mark, question mark. Yep, yep. Can add context. Beautiful. I don't really want to do like a Oh goodness, the music stopped again. I wonder why. Huh. Bizarre. Come on, Pretzel. Kick it up. All right. Await. Question mark. That seems like a little gross, but works. We're using the. Oh, wait. Error into. I forgot the error part earlier. Oh. The return type, like the error type on that is just. E is error. Huh. Now find type app event in the scope. Oh, app events, plural. Ah, and now it's okay. Uh-oh. I opened a man page. Where were we? Yeah, here. Mismatch types. Expected type usize. Found result of usize. Is send. Oh, it does return a result. Okay. Of course. Map error into. Oh, app events does not implement debug. Okay, well, that's easy enough. So we got debug on there. What's it? What's it saying here? Let's check that. Oh shoot, I was muted again. Um, so the sender doesn't need to be mutable, but the receive does. What we could do is clone. We could clone the receiver. You see, I'm already thinking about not using this broadcast thing. Um, we could use MPSC, an unbound channel. We could have an unbound sender. Right, very similar, just sends. Then we could have an unbound receiver. It's in the same situation, right? And so I don't know if I'm struggling with this, right? Because I can't say that there will be ever more than one receiver, right? And so using broadcast, it gives us the flexibility to have more than one receiver. But will it ever happen? I don't think so. I think we're going to go for the MPSC instead of broadcast. Caster. Where is it? No, I don't want broadcaster data. I want broadcast. There we go. MPSC, we'll switch that up. And then we'll kick the music. There we go. Who knows? It might be back. It's just having trouble today. I think there's something going on with Amazon. They have a status page. Hmm. Looks like it's all good, except when it isn't. All right, because yeah, I got this. Let's just reload the app. Eh, yeah, I was logged in and playing music just a moment ago. Okay. Click, click, click. Stations. Seems happier now. Maybe it was just open for too long? Who knows? Alright. So we no longer need, let's see, an MPSC. We want an unbound channel. There we go. Bounded sender and receivers. Perfect. All right. Hell. Let's see, what does send give us? So if we go to unbound sender, we'll look at send. Gives us unit back. Perfect. All right. Then if we pop over to receiver, what do we got? We got option. Okay, so it's an option to return that type. Fancy. We could also try receive. Yeah, no, we want to be waiting, don't we? Receive. Interesting. I see that's not an async function. Receive. All right. There's no error. This does not need to be mutable now because sending events isn't mutable. This piece here needs to move. Okay. And where else? Line 419. Okay. Hey. This is Entice. Fellow Rosation, how do you do? Doing well, thank you. Yeah, I'm doing well, but I'm a little under the weather. I was sick this weekend. You can still hear it in my voice. I'm just a little bit lower than normal. So yeah, I need to like use these moments for like voiceovers and stuff. But yeah, looking forward to getting better. I've got one of those Garmin watches, and it tells me like it has this concept of like a body battery. That's like, you know, how's your body doing, right? How much energy do you have? And stresses can lower it, right? Just any sort of drain on your system, right? If you're exercising, if you're in a stressful meeting, if you're, you know, whatever it is, it could be fun stuff too, right? It's just a drain on the battery. And I had a horrible weekend with my body battery. And let's see, it's synced already, and yeah, I'm chewing through it pretty well already. I'm at 16 of 100. Yeah, and I just got up. So it's going to be a fun day. Might be able to take a half day and get some sleep later. Yeah, I didn't sleep well, but came out here to do this instead of waking up all the family. So let's see, 419. Oh yeah, we weren't even done yet. Okay, so while let's event app event. Match app event. Oops. Oh yes, it has to be mutable. Oh, but we get into this weird state here. Variable does not need to be mutable. And then here, cannot borrow data into your reference of Tori state event stream as mutable. Oh, do I need to look at where's Tori? Yeah, it is a good distraction. It's good practice too. As I've been practicing event modeling, so trying to describe the app and the states it's going through. So we got, svelte loaded triggers that, which gives us this event. So commands are blue, events are orange. We're trying to finagle something that's not quite Kafka into our application. It's just a MPSC stream. Or just what is that? It's not a queue. It's like a channel. Match arms. There we go. All right, and let's look at a better error here. What's this saying? Okay, this one is due to not being called by the Tori compile command. All right, cannot borrow is mutable. All right, let's see what we have in the documentation for this. Dot inner. I see. We need to do some interior mutability shenanigans here. Oh, that kind of sucks. No, it might not. It might not. So then here, x dot block dot expect should be equal to block x. All right, 419. Alternatively, we could have just passed the receiver into here. Why do we make it so difficult, right? Because in this case, using an MPSC, there's a single consumer, a single receiver. We need the app handle for emitting other kind of Tori commands and interacting with Tori. But we could have... Events RX Tokyo sync. Come on, fingers. Receiver of app events. Oh, we could totally do that. And then instead of event stream having both pieces in it, let's say that it takes a TX and no more mutex there. We got that. I like this already. Okay, no more receive there. Mismatch types. Unbound sender. Oh. Unbound sender. Yes. Good. Okay. Now at this point, for our handling of the event stream, we have the events RX. So we could just use it here. We'll have to make it mutable. Okay. Unbounded. Okay. What else is wrong? Here. Now in this case, we need to create the events up here. Let events TX events RX equal Tokyo MPSC. What is it? No, sync MPSC. Unbounded channel. All right, then we have to pass in the events TX there. And here we can have the events RX. Oh, did I put the wrong one on there? No, that's not what I wanted. Okay, sync. No, it's that's correct. Okay, unbounded channel, fine. Events RX. Huh. Let's spot the error. Mismatch types. Expected struct. Tori async runtime. Receiver. Should be an unbounded receiver. Right there. Yeah, that's a weird error. All right. Good. All right. So now, when we receive this back in the started event, we need to do something with it. Now we're in an async function. It's fine. It's just a little bit more to our toolkit. Where was our fix me? Let's go find the fix me. Nope, not that one. Yes, this one. So start back end. used to be, or is semi-quasi right now, tightly coupled from this command that's coming in to what needs to be done. Right? So what I'm trying to do is separate the command from what actually does the handling for it. Right? So a command will push something into the events and then into the event stream, and then the thing listening to the event stream will handle the command and do something with it. Right? Trying to just change the coupling a little bit. Okay. Now, what is start application? It's an async function that has these crazy, like, go back and forth things, right? This is also a piece that I would like to break up with some more events and stuff like that so I could more easily rewire it. Because where's our Figma here? So we've got backend started. So we're dispatching this event. And this should then trigger load app config file, right? So it should issue that command. It should go do this. So we do that. And once that's done, we get this other event. So it's kind of like, I'm just practicing with like on a small scale with CQRS, command query response segregation. Is that what it is? And then also event modeling. All right. So back to the fix me. What's the other fix me? Here it is. So that's nice and simple now. We just have boom, an event backend started. All right. Oh, this is too sleepy. Wow. Can't do that. I need something a little bit more energy. All right. All right, I was muted again. So what I was saying is, um, it's a little unusual to have these events triggering these commands in event modeling, right? Because usually you would have some sort of user interaction which would trigger some sort of command, but this is all just startup, and I wanted to be able to document that here, right, as part of practicing this event modeling. And it's been a good exercise, but what does this look like? Is this just a function call in our Twitch app? What is this in our Twitch chat app? So we receive this command, right? And in this case, it was a little cleaner, right? Because we had this function call from the front end, right? The front end being the embedded browser. And it sent a command using Tori to Rust and invoked a function. So then we had back and started. So now I feel like load app config file, like we don't have any sort of like web router, right? That's like React thing going on, right? We're not using Rails here. So I think this is just going to be some sort of function call. Let's try that out and see what that looks like. Maybe we want to kind of have a different sort of convention for it. I don't know. Let's see. So in this case, we documented it as load app config file. And here, let's just change that. Let's say async function load app config file. I'm not sure what we're going to get back yet. All right, we'll take that out of there. And let's return an anyhow result. All right. So we call load config. Where is load config? Let's take a peek at that. Because that could be in there. We don't need two functions for this. Let's take this. So looks like we need the app handle to get the config directories and stuff like that. Okay. We get the app config, and then we store it in the app state. I would also like to break down the app state a little bit more, because I don't like how that ended up. So let's do both of those at the same time. Let's simplify. We'll actually join these. All right, let's get rid of the old function. And the app handle. Come on, fingers. There we go. All right. So we have app handle. Cannot find config in this scope. Yeah. App config. All right. So now it's the same as what it was before. All right. When back and started happens, or that event is handled, we do this command, and this command should emit this event. So we need two things here. Where's this called from? Load app config file should be called from. Where's our event handler? Okay, from here. Oops. Oh dear, what do I do? Load app config file. Okay, jumping around a little bit. Load app config file. And we will app handle dot clone. Give them a fresh one. Okay. Await. What's our return here? Nothing. Okay. Feel like we should have a layer here so we can set the kind of catch-all for the errors up again. Instead of handle event stream, let's wait. I don't know. What's a good name for that? I don't know. Oh, and Entice, thank you for the follow. I just saw that. Start handle event stream. Appreciate it. Set up a little wrapper here. Handle event stream. We need to pass these through. No longer cloning. Oh, wait, do we need to clone that? Yes, we do. Because of the emit error. There's going to be something in the front end eventually that shows errors. I guess we need to pass that and events RX. What's going on here? Oh, because we don't actually return anything here. Let's add any now. Result unit. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So right now, all I'm doing is dumping them, right? Putting them in console, just a debug thing. Really not great. Anyhow, it's a step in the right direction. We can toss a little fix me in there. Go. Now over here, we can get rid of that commented out code. Expected result. Okay. Okay. Unit. There we go. So we call load app config file. All right. One thing that we didn't get from this, what we don't have, is load app config. It should emit this config file loaded event. Now, here we're actually tossing it into this kind of singleton, which I'm not too keen on at the moment. I think I would rather try to practice the CQRS thing a little bit more. But in this case, with this command, right, load app config. All right, so we're handling this command, and we need to dispatch this event. Config. I think we just want to dispatch a config file loaded, or app config loaded. Event. And the data would be this information. So how do we dispatch instead? Event stream dot send and app events. What do we call it? App config loaded. All right, so that gets an app config. Oh, clone is not satisfied. Yeah. Why did it even want clone? There's some other reason why it wanted clone. I don't think so. Oh, and 410, or no, 401. Can remove that mute. All right, so then we have an app config. I need to put it in the singleton. I'm not sure where to do that though. Just give me a sec. All right. I was thinking of changing this app config to a couple different pieces. Like when it's finally loaded. That can come a little later though. But eventually we want to issue this authenticate Twitch Helix command. That needs the app config information. So we could either, just keep that in there, package it along and send it. Or I could just pull it out of the singleton. If this was a distributed system, of course we wouldn't have that singleton unless it's a database, right? And this being an application, these are kind of transitory events. It's not like we're storing them in the database. But I think I'll pass it along, or at least parts of it along. I might change this to like be more specific, so that authenticate Twitch Helix can. No, because this event here is rather specific to the command here that came in, right? So load app config file. Like, okay, now the app config is loaded, right? Past tense imperative. App config. And I like looking at the little flow diagram and just thinking through it, instead of like looking at the code and just, because I feel like the code can be a little distracting to the design. Oh, this is good. This is good. Okay. I don't think it's normal to have one command event emit multiple events. Does that ever happen in here? Like a little pinch to zoom thing. 1, 1, 1. Yeah, I think it's usually just one. Like command to event. It's more of a framework, not like you must do it this way. So we could do whatever we wanted, but once we have the Twitch Helix authenticated information, then we can start fetching broadcaster info, the emoticons, and create our first view. Okay. Oh. I gotta do a time check. Hold on a sec. Me. Still good. Oop, just whacking that thing. All right. What is this diagram called? Is it like some sort of flowchart? It's a event modeling. So it's like event storming, but kind of light. Right? So if we zoom out here, event modeling, what is it, right? And yes, it's let's zoom in on this again. And typically what you have here is this flow, right? The very common flow is you have UI, API, whatever the job is, right? Some sort of job. Invokes a command, which emits an event, which it updates a view. And what that means is a data view. so that the UI can then consume that, or some sort of API or whatever job or processor can consume the view. A view could be like a task list, right? It could be a queue of things, a to-do list, right? Oops. So this example here is a hotel example, right? So you have these commands that happen, right? And then followed by these events. So somebody registers, and that creates a registered event. A manager adds a room added event, right? Which then mutates a view. And so that gets pushed into a view. And then the guest UI can then see that room availability and book a room, right? Book room. So then a room is booked. And then if we look at the bottom, in order to book a room, right, given the state change pattern here, they've described the conditions for room booked, saying given registered and room added, when book room, then room booked. So you need to have registered and have a room added before you could book a room, before you could go through that flow. So it's descriptive and it's visual. I'm just trying to play around with it and learn it, because there's kind of details. Like once you get into the weeds, you end up with questions. Right. Oh yeah, let me I'll toss that in chat. Copy. Yeah, and if you've ever looked at like the event storming book, it's like huge. Whereas event modeling wants to be like much lighter than that and to be like a pamphlet, right? So it's a short read. And I actually went to Adam Dimitrix. Sorry, Adam, if you're listening and I just butchered your name. I went to his little class on that. Yeah. So I think there's some interesting things with it, and I'm trying to shoehorn this into into the Twitch chat app we're building. So it's not a perfect fit, but I'm trying it anyways. Now, you know what? I'm gonna undo. No. Yeah, I'm gonna undo back a little bit. So I want this line. Copied it. Now where was that line? Here. So we're gonna put it set app config. We're gonna go ahead and put that there in the global app state. And we're also going to dispatch it. I need to store it somewhere. It'll be used by multiple things. I'm gonna have some tea. It is tea o'clock. It's a turmeric tea today. Oh. Poured it on myself. It's hot. Ow. We load app config file. Great. Now we get our app config. Gonna go back into our little model. So we got our load app config. We did that. Got our app config in an event right here. All right. So what's next? Next we do authenticate Twitch Helix. Okay. Authenticate Twitch Helix. What do we think this needs? We could just give it the app state, but subbing it out here. All right, because we already do this somewhere. I think we're calling fetch. Fetch Twitch token. That's what we're calling it. Okay, previously we just did this in a sequence, right? This one followed by this one and this one, which is fine, right? And it makes perfect sense for how the application's starting up. But we're just practicing like CQRS and event modeling. So trying to get a little bit of, I don't know, better understanding. So I have fetch Twitch token. Oh, why do we do it twice? That's strange. Were we always doing this twice? Huh. So this function makes a HTTP request, and it needs to pass some data as part of a form body. So it has to be application x www form URL encoded. And so we end up having to create a body using the form enum. I figured this out all the other day. So we set the header, set the body, and make the request. Right. So we're going to do the same thing. I think maybe I should just rename this. Let's say, how do you propagate event to the UI? This is some bidirectional WebSocket. Oh, I see. Or does the HTTP handler block until expected events happen? So we're using Tori, right? And so Tori has like this Rust part of it, and then this web browser, right? Embedded browser. And it runs them side by side. And it kind of creates this neat, I don't know, pairing where from the Rust side, you can emit events, which could get handled by a single window. So you can emit an event to a single window or to multiple windows. You can also invoke functions in JavaScript, or JavaScript can invoke functions in Rust. And the opposite's also true, where you could emit an event in JavaScript in the browser side and handle it in the Rust side. So that's, where was that? We had that. That's right here. So they have some examples in here. So this is in the JavaScript side, right? Where you listening to a click event, right? In this case, we might have like a IRC message event, right? And then if we had a Rust emitting, it would look like something like this. That's good tea. I wonder if I have my. Did I? Oh, I did. I did bring them. A little throat lozenge thing. Pop one of those. Good question. Good question, Titus. Hey, Rockerboo, how you doing? I missed your shout there. Unwrapping this little. Didn't think that'd be so hard to do. Okay. We had a question, Rockerboo. You might or might not know the answer, but if you do or don't. So when I save, oops. When I save, we get this cargo clippy thing that executes before Rust Analyzer. It's right behind my head here. All right. So Rust Analyzer, like it goes very quick, right? But it has to wait until the cargo clippy piece is done. I don't know where that's coming from. We did turn this on, but that, I don't know, it doesn't do anything. We had it off and had the same same issue. So this fetch Twitch token, this is, okay. Oh, it might be the Rust Analyzer hook-in? Huh. Oh, interesting. Okay, we're going to gut this one. You don't have that UI, so you haven't noticed? Ah, okay. Yeah, that thing came when I installed like pop-up or something. All right, so we need. Do we need app state here? What are we using app state for? Client ID and client secret. How about we just pass the config in? And then we will need to do something with that. Okay. App config. Okay. What was it? This is client ID. Config dot ID. Secret. Want it to be in that form. Client credentials. Okay, good. Okay. And once that is loaded, so after that, we'll get our information there. Come back to our little diagram. We need to emit a Twitch Helix authenticated event. Okay, so let event stream equals app handle dot state and stream. So we get that. I guess we could have just done send on that, couldn't we? Which one is it? It's Twitch Helix authenticated. I know it's a little verbose, isn't it? All right. Then we pass in the access token info. Okay. Wait, do we await that? I don't remember. Variant. Okay. Oh, remove the await. No, that's not async. And that was access token info. Okay. Now I think access token info is also stored in app state. And I want to break app state up. I just haven't yet. These could be three different state pieces. Oh. That's gone. Fetch Twitch token. Clone. I need to clone that. Oh, it can't be copy. It's got strings in it. How did that work for the other one? I didn't think we had copy on the user data or app config. I think was it app config? Yeah, it was app config. Trying to find something. App config, nope. Authenticate Twitch Helix. Yeah, that received the app config. Yeah. Don't really like those patterns in there. Okay. Here. Oh, value moved here. Okay, so that is having a problem as well. Fine. Okay, and then do we need to go to that type? At app config. What? Type must be none at this point? Lies. Okay, what do we got? First error, doesn't matter. Type annotations needed. Oh! Because they can't figure out the app states set app config wants that type. Interesting. Because it wants an app config. It seems pretty obvious to me. Huh. Fine. Where was the other one? X and 9. Let's see. 393. Oh, 334. Yep, that's gone. Fetch Twitch token. I don't know why I had it twice. Okay. So once we have the Twitch... Let's see. We're supposed to emit this Twitch Helix authenticated event. Oh, and we didn't wire up this app config loaded. Okay. App config loaded. It's supposed to call authenticate Twitch Helix. Oh. Was it just... Okay, app handle app config. Got it. Okay. There we go. Now we need to do a fetch broadcaster data. And that will also need the access token info. So we have fetch user data. We're giving it the user login. And it's getting the authorization headers, I see. Very nearly time to clean up that mess that is app state. Caster data is this there. Okay. App config and then. Let's get rid of app state. It's gonna have some fallout. All right. So we're going to need to manage caster, I don't know, state. It might be a poor choice in names. Broadcaster info. It's probably more descriptive because it's not state. Wrapping this so it'll be easier with the types later. App config state. I don't know. We just call them all data. Then we have broadcaster info. Yeah. Default there. App config state default. What's this? Anything that we cannot show in this? No, that's fine. Access token info. There we go. Now we also have to implement debug on this one and this one Because there are secrets. Oh, no, we don't. No, we don't. It's implemented on this structure there. Yep. Okay, perfect. Okay, now everything is broken. Let's start at the top. Let's see. App state. Boom. Can't find it. You're right. It doesn't exist. Get rid of that. Okay, what do we have here, though? These are all using different pieces, right? App state was a wrapper around many different configs. And here we have self.app config, right? So now these pieces need to be associated with app config. Here's app config, another app config. Okay. This one's actually both app config and access token info. Let's go find app config. And this is data, and data. Okay. Let's see how that works. Which one's next? Okay, we have access token info. And we need it for the authorization header. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this one. It just gets pulled out into some other function. Access token info. There we go. Now broadcaster data. Where's broadcaster? Here it is. I'm going to do a format on this, if it'll have it. Cargo FMT. Like, have the same expectum on both of these. Can access client ID. I mean, this should have been access token info. But, all right, so if we have both of these, if both of these are set, what data are we actually getting? We need the access token. Okay. And what are we getting out of app config? Oh, the client ID. So we need client ID and access token. Let's just turn this into a function. It takes those two things. Access token, string, sure, or and stir. Client ID. That. All right. No longer need those two. No longer need the match or that. Okay. So what are we doing? We are creating a header map. We have an access token already. Header value from stir. Okay, we just need that to be client ID. And then we return headers. All right. And that's an option, but it doesn't need to be anymore. All right. We've just moved some of the issues upstream. Okay. What are we calling this? Get authorization headers. Oh, it's in fetch emoticons. Gonna need this all the time, aren't we? Either that or we're gonna have to store them somewhere. So we're either going to be generating them or storing them. Or, you know what I mean. Generating them constantly. We're generating them once and then storing them. So maybe we should have like auth headers. Why not? We're like tossing all sorts of state in here at the moment. Which auth headers. And what was that? That was data. App, I think is what it was. Okay. Hey, give me just a minute. To spare you from all my hacking and wheezing. All right, Twitch auth headers. Default. Let's just copy this again. TAH. Okay. All right, so we have default Twitch auth headers. Now let's So the state object is basically an arc, right? Atomic rough counted object. And so we're just completing the arc mutex pattern with, our mutex here, and then we have our option inside so we can set the data later. Because we don't have this when we start up. Right? We have the event stream info, but that's it. All right. So where were we? We were lots of stuff is broken. That's okay. Just trying to figure out. We go into fetch broadcaster data. We pass app config. Cannot find function what? Oh. Oh, what did we call it? 350. Fetch broadcaster data. Oh. I see. Yeah, we just didn't get that far yet. Okay. App handle. Okay. And I thought, so we have SEP. Okay. Oh, hold on. I gotta find that. Fetch user data here. This is where we're trying to get those authorization headers. But we just changed how that works. And fetch emoticon is going to do the same thing. Okay. Let's start at the top. What next is broken? Might be missing. Can I find app state? What? Where's the app state? App handle state, app state. Oh, yes. This is correct. Okay, so now we want, when we go to set the app config, it's app config state. Oh. And this is just hanging out. Okay. Where is struct app config state? There it is. Pull app config state. Let's call it set. All right, back to the top. State.set. App handle. Stream. Okay. Perfect. Oh, wait, we want the broadcaster login. Broadcaster info. Okay, where is that? App config state. Oh, I see. We didn't break this down further. Oh, no. This is supposed to be app config state. Okay. My mistake. Let's undo that. State broadcaster login. Perfect. Ooh, where do we set broadcaster data? What is that actually setting? Broadcaster data. So I think this is one that we switch up. Broadcaster info. Yes, okay. Let's just call it set. Self.data. Okay. All right. And what are we doing here? Fetch emoticons. Okay. This one's getting the authorization headers. All right, so this should be... Oh, wait. When is authorization headers ready? It's when we have access token and client ID. And... Hold on. Access token. I'm getting lost in this. I need to break this down into smaller pieces. Well, files. Right? And stream. So once we're authenticated, we have these two pieces. So we have access token info. Okay. Now here, set what is it? Handle dot state dot. Oh, what was it? Which auth headers? That we should be able to set them here, right? Did we miss a step here? I don't think we have to document everything there. In this case, I don't know. It was right. It was right. Get authorization headers. Right. So we call that. And this is really create or build or whatever. Authorization, like make. And we need the access token and the client ID. I don't want to do too much in here. Let's just pass with the app handle. Also, question mark on the end there. Oh. All right, so we will take those. So we need to convert these, right? And you know what? I got to pull that info from the state again. Okay. Oh, there is no error return on this yet. 30 here. App handle dot state. Access token info state. Dot. Oh. All right. And I think ID. Yeah. Okay, so we need access token and client ID. Okay, so where is... I thought I had a little utility function. There's a set. There's the access token off that object. Access token. Yeah, that's where we were. I think we went all the way around. Where did the utility function go? Huh. Did I delete it? Probably. All right. So inside of access token info, we want access token, right? I could just make that public. As ref. Oh, I don't think we can do that because of the mutex. Because we would have a mutex guard. Womp boom. Uh-oh. Way out. You can always clone your way out. How are we going to use it though? All right, we just want a reference to this string. So what if we see the mutex again? The guard is going to be a local, isn't it? Where were we? Data dot lock dot fact. And then we want sref dot. Oh shoot. Oh, this is the wrong. Okay. I did the expect for the option, not for the lock. Let's do one for the lock. I should just use like the other mutex. Okay. Unwrap dot as ref. No. All right, there's our access token. Wait, where was that? 129. Oh, here. Sure. No. Really? Format it. Thank you. Thank you. So we get the access token. Now, we did the same thing, but for client ID. It's app config state. And ID. So now we have the access token. We have, oh, that should have been client ID. Is that a string? There, I think we just want to reference it. Oh, you know what? I think it was a string because the expect. There's something in there. Because here you can see that, like the type ins here on the right, it's a string. And I think if we do a dot as ref here, it's option to access token info. Ooh. Okay. I think we might have been cloning those structures as well. I don't know. Huh. Oh, you know what? No, I don't think so. We had ownership of it because of the mutex. So it's actually that instance, the access token info there. We didn't get a cloned version. Okay. So then we get Twitch auth headers. We're going to set auth headers. On that. I'm a little lazy. Just gonna copy that here. secret. For that, don't need two. Yeah, see, in these I was just cloning it and then returning it. Might change that later. I don't know. I don't feel strongly about it. But it's nice to have this like in a single place, right? Instead of doing the lock expect blah 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 over and over and over again. It's definitely nice. The mutex does make it challenging because of the mutex lock. Or the mutex guard. The header's set. Yay. Go back up to the top. Fetch emoticons. Alright. Auth headers. Twitch auth headers. Clone. I don't know. Copy? I don't know. I don't want to use like a clone word, right? Get. Excuse me. Self-data lock. Say get copy. Ooh. This will be optional. Clone. Wait, isn't there just a clone function on the option? Yeah. So we'll call get copy. All right. Get our copy. Can create again. Get auth headers. We get our emoticons. Okay. Now, where are we in this? Fetch. Okay. Fetch emoticons. So we got broadcaster data loaded. Did we do that? Let's just. We did Twitch Helix authenticated, right? This one. And we're supposed to call fetch broadcaster data, but that doesn't exist. So this fetch broadcaster data, the previous version of this exists in the file somewhere. It's not implemented yet. Let's fetch user data. Fetch. The broadcaster. I don't know how to represent that there. No, we'll just do it this way. Okay. Oh, that's not... It's not in there. That's, auth headers. Hit copy. All right. Now it's on mute again. How about that? All right. Make authorization headers, fetch user data. All right. That could. Fetch user data. We're getting that information. But here, now we need to emit this event. I almost feel like we should have created a bespoke function for the broadcaster. Handle. User. One. Now inside of here, we do this broadcaster login piece. Okay, so we get that. And then, what? I feel like... Oh, you know what? I gotta get going soon. It's basically this. In here, we need to dispatch an event saying that our broadcaster has been loaded. Let's take this. Broadcaster user, singular. App handle. Oh. Oh, no method, no clone on broadcaster user. Oh, this would be on user. Oh, it's user data. Okay. Send an app event of, let's look at our documentation. Broadcaster data loaded. Or, we could just do broadcaster loaded. I like that better. Too much data. Broadcaster user, boom, boom. Oh, goody. And Broadcaster data. Go. Broadcaster user. It's fine. And from there, we'll do things like fetch the emoticons, so forth. Okay. But I think there was... What was it? Oh, start application. So we no longer need this piece? Where does start application get called now? Nowhere. So if we just wanted to see this kind of work, we'd take this connect Twitch piece back to where we were, and that switch. Oops. What was it? Connect Twitch. I don't remember. No, okay, so it just spawns a thread. Okay. How far away are we? Okay, 297 app state. Get rid of that. Access token info state. Set. Oh. Okay. Check again. Oh, goody. It might actually compile. npm run Tori dev. And then I really got to run. Ooh. All right. It's not going to happen. Can I move out of a dereference to mutex guard? Yeah. Oh, as ref or as mute. Oh, we were doing that. Okay. Is that 116? Okay. Unwrap. Dot. As ref. We don't need to mutate it. Okay, same here. Okay. Let's try again. Query message did not live long enough. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna have to look at some more of this later. But I gotta run. Who shall we raid today? All right, looks like we're gonna raid Evil Eugen. And thanks y'all for hanging out. So until next time, bye.